Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sulis Nuradawiyah. Here I'm going to explain about phonology. The definition of phonology is the study of sound pattern in language or dialect. And phonology uses the feature of phonetic sound. And there are several sections, and I will explain in this chapter of phonology is phonemes, minimal pairs, and phone and allophones. Phoneme is basic contrastive in a language, and a phoneme is minimal distinctive or written between slashes like this. Minimal pairs is when two words are identical in form except for a contrast in one phoneme occurring in the same position. Then the two words are described as minimal pairs.
Okay, I will explain by example. When you find words that differ in only sound but they also differ in meaning, like pet and bed, they differ only one sound. P and B, the first letter is differ, but the rest of the word is exactly the same. In position, the rest of word is the same too. Although they are read almost the same, but the meaning is different. So this is a minimal pairs.
The next material is phones and allophones. The definition of phones is phonetic units and appear in square bracket like this. And these are allophones of the phonemes.
This is complementary distribution with each other.
But this one potentially could be three different allophones.
There are three kinds to pronounce it. The first one is f for word initially, like pen, pen. The second one is p for after s, like span, span. And the last one is p for word finally, like tap, tap.
Hello everyone, I'm Siti Salmah-1182040132. I'm going to explain about the pronunciation of morphemes in plural. So, sometimes certain morphemes are pronounced differently depending on their context. For example, the English plural morphemes has three different pronunciation depending on what noun you attach it to. First, we have sound z for word like bar, and if you put s after r, it's gonna be sound bars. And second is for word like cap. If you put s after that, it's gonna be sound caps. And the last is if you put es after word, it's gonna be sound like bus become buses, and then match become matches. Next, I'm going to explain about minimal set. Different with minimal pairs, minimal sets, when a group of words can be differentiated each one from the others by changing one phoneme in the same position in the word. For example, we have feet, fat, and foot. So you just replace feet, you replace to fat, you replace I to A, and then foot you replace A to double O. It's when you changing vowel phonemes, but if you changing the consonant, it's gonna be like big, fig, dig, or wig. So you change the consonant of the word. Next is syllable. We have two types of syllables. The first is open syllable. Open syllable that contain an onset and nucleus only, like me, to, no. And then the second is closed syllable. It's the syllable that contain onset, nucleus, and coda. It's like cup, at, and hat. The next is phonetics. So, phonetics is exercising pairs and set allows us to use the 3R definite pattern, sound combination, permitted and allowed in a language. The minimal set we highlighted earlier do not include like lig or fig because they have the meaning in the dictionary. Once they become used words as invited words, we will able to include them. So phonetics construction or the permitted arrangement of sound. They are part of every speaker's phonological knowledge. For example, the arrangement of sound in FSIG and RNIG are not permitted in English and therefore do not exist in English language. So, a syllable is a large phonological unit that a phoneme or a syllable must contain. Onset is one or more consonant. Rhyme or rime, a vowel treated the nucleus, and then coda, one or more consonant. So consonant cluster are the onset and coda combining more than one consonant as permitted in English phonetics. For example, stop and pause, or like black, breed, trick, twin, flat, and throw. So consonant cluster with three consonant or the phonetics of the large onset. CCC or three consonants say that first consonant must be S, followed by A, voice stop, like stress, splat, splash, strong, square, spring, or strong. So the basic structure of kind of syllable found in English word like green, green. So it's like consonant, vowel, and consonant. And then eggs, eggs, vowel, consonant, and ham, ham. See, consonant, vowel, consonant. So I think that's all that I could say. Thank you for your attention.
Hello everyone. Now I want to explain about co-articulation effects, assimilation, and elision. Co-articulation effects is the process of making one sound almost at the same time. We have been describing the production of speech in slow motion. On the contrary, our speech is fast and spontaneous. Our articulation moves very quickly from one sound to another without stopping. For example, the word stop. Stop. So, if you say the word stop, Is your T sound a T or is it a D? Stop, stop, stop. Because it sounds more like a D than a T, even though it's spelled with a T. Next, assimilation. Assimilation occurs when two sounds occur in sequence and some aspect of one segment is taken or copied by the other. And there are 4 types for assimilation. First, progressive assimilation. Progressive assimilation is if the phoneme changes to match on the preceding phoneme. So, if the initial consonant changes to become more like the final consonant, it is called progressive assimilation. But this is much less common in English. For example, handkerchief, handkerchief, handkerchief. Second, regressive assimilation. Regressive assimilation is if the phoneme changes to match the following phoneme. So, the final consonant changes to become more like the initial consonant of the next word in some way. This is called regressive assimilation because the initial consonant of the first word is having a backward effect on the final consonant of the last word. For example, thought-provoking becomes thought-provoking. Private balcony becomes private balcony. Proud parents becomes proud parents. Added bonus becomes added bonus. Third, reciprocal assimilation. Reciprocal assimilation is if there is mutual influence between the two phonemes. When both sound, the assimilating and the assimilated one undergo change. For example, what do you want? What do you want becomes what do you want? What do you want? And could you becomes could you? Could you? Could you? Fourth, consonant assimilation. In the case the two phonemes can fuse completely and give a birth of two different ones. This is called coalescence. The result of consonant assimilation is usually geminate consonant. Elision is the process of not pronouncing a sound segment that might be present in the deliberately careful pronunciation. In some words, especially words with 3 or more syllables, an unstressed syllable can disappear. Here is an example. Comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. Can you hear what's happening? The OR after F could be pronounced with a schwa sound. Comfortable, comfortable, comfortable. You link directly to F to the T. Comfortable, comfortable. In the other example, restaurant, restaurant. Can you hear syllable is missing? The A-U is often unpronounced, but you link directly from the T to the R. Restaurant, restaurant, restaurant. And vegetable, vegetable, vegetable. The second E can disappear. Vegetable.